Greetings everyone, this is the Hipster Snek, and today we're going to be having a look at the Vermander Curse. This game was the newest game, done by the game dev who did The Man in the Window and Beware the Shadowcatcher. Now, as I learned from having played Man in the Window, I checked controls, and learned that there was a mechanic to close my eyes for some reason. I'll be curious to see where that comes in. But yeah, that's a general rule of thumb with these games. You really want to check the controls to see what kind of oddities you might run into. Now, like I said, I loved the last two games by this dev, and I'm very curious as to what this one's going to bring to the table. So we're going to jump on in. Starting the game. Yes, please. Oh, there's humans in this universe. You wanted to see me, Mr. Vermander, sir? Hannah, why aren't this month's profits as high as last month's? Looks like evil ego raptor. I've been looking over that piece of paper you gave me earlier, and I don't like all the numbers on it. What? You can't make heads or tails out of that dang thing. They raised the threshold on how much you need to donate in order to get your tax deduction, remember, sir? They did what? When was this? Sir, I've been reminding you of this for the last 8 months. It's actually fine, though. You still end up saving way more money than if you didn't get the deduction, so... The good Lord is my witness. I am being swindled. I will not stand for this. Yeah, I'm getting, I mentioned this a little bit in Beware the Shadowcatcher. I'm getting a very, southern United States kind of vibe from a lot of these characters. And that's cool, because that's where I'm from. No one gets over on J.P. Vermander. No, sir. Not now and not ever. But, sir... Now then, where have I been donating all my hard-earned money to again? The hospital, sir. Hospital? Which one? There's only one in town, sir. Must be a small town. Only hospital in this godforsaken backwater town. Okay. And they still have the nerve to swindle me out of my money. Humph, well, I know exactly how to handle a situation like this. Prepare the ritual, Hannah. Whoa! That went from mildly annoyed over an accounting error to fetch my robes pretty quick. The ritual that Master Vermander, sir, please. Mister. She's not that submissive, I'm sorry. This is entirely uncalled for. People in that hospital have done nothing to you, sir. Besides, the difference in profits between this month and last month is only about 1% less, sir. That's nice and all, Hannah, but I don't remember asking. Now go. We don't have time to waste. Notify me immediately when everything is ready. Okay, sir. That guy has quite the grin on him. Yes, that is totally the character I was paying attention to during that scene. Ah. Hello? Oh. Hello? Hello? Anyone home? I hear ya. Give a gal a minute. Whoa! Yeah. Hello there, Dr. Ida, I presume. That's me. Who's asking? Fantastic. I'm Morton, the nurse whose transfer request you received. Transfer request? What in the world are you talking about? She must be an anteater, I'm guessing? You aren't aware. Surely you've read the email concerning me. We don't get no regular internet out here, sonny boy. The only thing we get out here is that old satellite connection. And we ain't got that either. Those like Patara earrings she's wearing. I really am a huge nerd, aren't I? But if you're here to help, then I ain't about to complain. You got a lot to learn, so you better pay attention, because I'm only saying this once. I'm all ears, doctor. Is that a pun? You do have big ears. Not like obscenely big ears, it's proportional to your design, but... When patients come in, I write their information down on this here clipboard. Looks like we have Lang Boyd, severe back injury. Next dosage is at midnight, I'm assuming. Room number is 5A. Patient name, Tammy Giles. Reason, tooth removal. Next dosage is none. Room number is 7A. Patient name, Jane Doe. Is that her real name? Reason, severe hand injury. Next dosage is at 11. Room number is 1A. Wouldn't it be better to use the computer instead? No. Okay. She's a little curt. I don't think she's a little anything. The waiting room is over here. Ain't much to say about it. All the magazines are older than I am, and ain't none of them worth reading no more. Oh my. Can't we get a magazine subscription to something? We got 8 rooms. 3 are occupied, the rest ain't. Mr. Lang Boyd is in 5A. He had a pretty bad back injury, and we fixed that right up. Miss Tammy Giles is in room 7A. She needed one of them teeth pulled, and we ain't got many options for anesthetic. So I gave her some of that old-fashioned medicine I keep under the sink. Oh, okay. Okay, I understand. She'll be a little dizzy for a while, but everything else was smooth as silk. Impressive. There's a woman in 1A2. Poor thing cut her hand up real bad on her job and then tried to hide it. Her boss found out and sent her here. I ain't managed to figure out her name, so I wrote her down as Jane Doe and patched her up. Okay, it's not her real name. I wondered about that. A mystery. I wonder who she is. We ain't known to ask too many questions around here, Mr. Morton. We're here to help. Got it? Understood, Doctor. We got 2 bathrooms, an operating room, and something like a kitchen. Excellent. Lights in here don't work half the time. We keep our medicine supply in the OR, but most of the bottles are empty because the budget ain't paying to refill them. There ain't nothing over here in the fridge, so... And nothing ever in the fridge, so don't even bother checking. Oh. Does anything in this hospital function as intended? Not really, and that's about it. Let's head on back to the front desk so we can get you signed in and start your first shift. That's old sign-in sheet is somewhere over there. I suggest you go ahead and start searching for it yourself, because I ain't about to come look for it. Understood, Doctor. I'll find it. In the meantime, I better go make my rounds and check up on the patients. Come get me if you need something. Oh, looks like we were assuming control. I almost thought we were going to be playing as Morton. Oh, yep, I'm an anteater, all right. I mean, I guess we don't have that many rooms to begin with, so I can just... I wasn't sure what I expected, but I guess it wasn't this. Hi. How you doing, dear? Okay, and is fine, no? You ain't got nothing to worry about, and it'll regrow back good as new. I mean, you are an octopus, or I think octopus. Good, thank you. You're most welcome, dear. Try to get some rest, and I'll check back in later. Yes, yes. Okay. Nothing interesting. Bathroom. Oh, I have a reflection. There are AAA games that don't go out of their way to put that much detail into things. 3... No, it was like 1, 5, and 7, wasn't it? You look like mad. Are you okay? Everything alright in here? I'm fine, Doc. As a matter of fact, I feel like I could walk out of here right now. Ha ha ha, ow. See, you can't even laugh without it hurting him. This is exactly why I said, Langby, please stay off the roof. It's dangerous. We can pay someone else to clean the gutters. But did he listen? No. He still have for work. He tried to get up there himself. One little gust of wind, next thing you know, bam, straight into the hedges. You know, I could have done it if the wind hadn't picked up. That's not the point. You shouldn't have been up there in the first place. Doctor, can you please give this man something to fix his terminal lack of common sense, please? Sorry, honey, we ain't got nothing to fix that. Now you two try to take it easy, alright? I'll be back later on. It's a cat and a dog. That's cute. So this one's going to be empty. Yep. And so the other person's over here. She is an axolotl. An axolotl with freckles. How you feeling, dear? Hey, Dr. Ida. What are you doing here? Still ain't sobered up yet, huh? Nope. That's fine, dear. At least that tooth ain't going to bother you no more. Just give us some time and get some rest, okay? Okay. Alright, that's everyone. Better get back to Mr. Morton. Can I run? Whoa! Jeez, don't do that to me, dude. Dr. Ida, the phone started ringing while you were gone, so I answered it. And the caller won't stop going on and on about rituals and demons, among other things that I don't understand. I think that it may be best if you talk to her. So there's always something. Dude, don't jump around the corner like that, okay? My heart can't take that. Not after the shadow catcher. Honey, slow down. Ain't none of this making sense. Please, you have to get out of there right now. My boss just summoned an actual, genuine demon, and now you're all in danger. Uh-huh. And who do you work for again? J.P. Vermander, madam. Who is that, doctor? Some rich city boy who moved out here and he inherited his family's estate. A lot of folks around here have to pay him rent just because his family owns the land. Yes, that's him, exactly. I don't know the details, but there's a blood pact and a demon and a curse and all kinds of other stuff. You need to leave now. Once that clock strikes 10, you won't be able to leave. Honey, that's less than 2 minutes. Ain't no way we're getting everyone out of here that fast. My goodness, I didn't expect the stakes to be this high on the first night. But I'm committed at this point. You are unflappable, Morton. Look at you go. Is there anything we can do to help our situation? I did go snooping into a few old journals kept by the Vermanders. Based on what I've read, if you can make it to the sunrise, the demon will leave. Ah, we're working on Fazbear Entertainment rules. There's a bunch of rules you need to follow, speaking of, in order to keep yourself safe. For example, every hour until sunrise, the demon will enter into the place it was summoned to. It will travel down the nearest hallway in search of blood, specifically your blood. Great. Its own rules prevent it from opening doors to search for you, so keep those closed. Okay, so this thing has rules it has to operate on. What room are you both in right now? Reception area. You need to keep that in mind, alright? When the demon arrives, make sure you're all in the same room as when the ritual started. Okay, so at every hour, I need to be back in this room. If someone isn't, the demon will know, and once it knows where someone is, closing the doors won't stop it. Okay, so it has rules, but we have rules too, and violating those rules is a big no-no. Understood. If you're ready, I can tell you what to expect once 10 o'clock hits. I ain't about to let no demon run roughshod over my house of healing. Let's tell us what we need to do, honey. Okay, here's what's going to happen first. The demon places a lot of emphasis on windows for some reason, right? It'll try to use its powers to open up windows around itself. You're going to need, and I cannot stress this enough, you're going to need to close any and all windows before the hour is up. Leave one open, the demon gets stronger, and you don't want that. Right, that sounds like it'll probably let it break rules or something. If you finish with everything you need to do before the hour is up, try staring at a clock. I'm sure it'll help pass the extra time faster. I find it does the opposite in real life, but okay. I'll stay on the line just in case you need me to repeat something. Good luck. Please be careful. Okay, so we have an hour to shut these doors. You okay? Tired. On work. Sleep for minute. Hand caught. You fell asleep at work, and that's how you got like that? Yes. Poor thing. Just try to get some rest while you're here, alright? Oops. I didn't mean to repeat that. Okay, well the window is shut, so... I guess if no one's in there, it doesn't matter. It's not like you can hurt anything. In fact, leaving them open might be to my advantage. You guys okay in here? You alright? I know. The kids, Lang, did you even think about them? Their little heads are probably worried sick by now. I know. I owe them an apology for making them worry. This guy's actually a really nice guy. I think this, the game dev's making a commentary on appearances. I owe you one too. Sigh. You two alright in here? Yeah, we're fine. I'll holler if you need something now. So close this door to keep them safe. That window is shut. You okay in here too? Tammy sits happily humming to herself. That's good enough for me. I hope I have enough time to leave this open. Oh, no. No. None of that. I don't think I need to go at the exit. Okay, there's no windows. Okay, I mustn't leave those doors open. So, I checked all the... Another bathroom? I guess we just have two. So I should close this door, too. Okay. Is the waiting room... Okay, that's closed. What do you make of all this? You seem, like, completely unfazed by this. Are you alright? Doctor, things usually this hectic around here. Not really. Usually got no more than about 1 or 2 partners in here, patients in here at once. We got 3 in here tonight. That's not really what I meant. You know what? I take it back. You're both completely unflappable. That took, what, 30 minutes? Okay, so they give you enough time to be merciful, but the timer does keep ticking. So the time was 11 p.m. All the windows had been closed, and then it arrived. Okay, so you get a status report. Good. Please do. Oh, geez. This reminds me of, how the man from the window moved around. Oh, geez. This thing... Whoa! He exits as fast as the man from the window did. Guy's got a temper. Definitely don't want to make this thing mad. Here's what's going to happen next. You'd be surprised how much Demon's powers resonate with electronics. You gain access to the phone lines and try to gain power too. If you notice the phone continuously ringing, then that's exactly what it's trying to do, alright? This is going to sound crazy. You need to pick up the phone and listen. Pay attention, this part is important. If you hear anything, and I mean anything on the other end, you gotta recite this mantra. Your presence is not welcomed here, you must depart immediately. Don't worry, you'll remember it when the time comes. Okay, so the game's not going to force me to, type it out. If there's silence on the other end of the phone, keep quiet. Silence means it hasn't properly figured out the phone's location yet, and you don't want to give it any clues. Doctor, you look tired. That's because I am. Let me handle things this hour. You should rest. Oh, I'm playing as Morton now. Oh, wow. This guy is really tall. You need to clear that doorway okay, pal? Alright, you okay? Hurting is again. Anything to, please. So you need some medicine? Oh, windows. Windows. Windows and phones. Windows and phones. Windows and phones. Ah! Hello, you got the hipster Snek? You're faint, whispering. Recite the mantra. You can sense the presence on the other end of the phone has departed. Good. Get lost. You're not welcome here. Ah, window! Keep your window shut. The job, Lang. Now you're probably going to have to miss work. Who knows how they'll react? She's still dressing him down. Heck, now I'm missing work. I know. We'll be fine. Watch, come morning I'm going to walk out of here good as new. I sure hope so. Okay, well, I mean, phone is good. So I'm going to... If you guys don't need anything, I'm going to lock you up. Well, not lock you up. I mean, I'm going to... Mrs. Axolotl has gone for a walk. Hey, why is it so dark in here? I'm actually not sure, ma'am, but strange things are happening tonight. You need to get back to your room, please. My bad. I'll go back now. Okay. So we really just kind of had to make sure that she was okay. There's no phones in here, right? Oh, wait. We have some meds in here. She needs pain meds, right? Pain meds are kept here. Yeah, she needs some. I need to make sure that... Was it Tammy? Okay, she's safe. They're safe. Window shut. Window shut. Excellent. Madam, I brought you your scheduled payment. Oh, that's right. It was on the clipboard. I remember now. Yes, good. You're okay now, right? How you feeling, ma'am? Yes. Okay. Excellent. That's what I wanted to hear. Okay. Now I need to get back before I run out of time. Okay. I think we have a moment. Doctor, why is the hospital in the state that it's in? What do you mean by that? Well... There's hardly any supplies here, and you seem to be understaffed. Plus, we're lacking a lot of modern equipment. Mr. Morton, we're a small hospital in an even smaller town. We ain't got much to work with here. We take what we have and make it work. I see. Well, I mean, I suppose that's life. Someone else needed a pain medication dose. I think Lang did. Time was 12. All the windows had been closed. All the phones had been answered correctly. And then it arrived. Okay, good. So it gives me a very clear understanding. All the doors should be shut, at least the ones that are relevant. Is this 1, 5, and 7, so... 1, 5, 7, and us. We don't want to get killed any more than anyone else should. Oh, jeez. When he takes that corner, it looks like he's about to duck into that room. I think that's just me, though. Okay, what new weird thing am I on the lookout for now? Here's what's going to happen this time. There's something about the demon's power that resonates with TV signals, right? We'll turn on any TV commands you can access to. We'll never show anything besides static ones that takes control, but that's still bad. If it happens, just turn the TV off. That'll kick it out for a while. Don't leave any TVs that it's controlling on, alright? It won't end well. I ain't as tired anymore. You can let me handle things and stuff. Okay, so we're like alternating. Sounds good to me, Doctor. You take this hour, I'll take the next. Okay. Make sure... What's cracking? Here. Best rest in a long time. Good. I am very glad. Your phone and TV? Okay. I'm gonna shut the door. Ah. No. Bad. None of that. Ah. Someone's trying to reach out and touch someone. You're faint whispering. That means the mantra. And since the presence at the other end of the phone has departed. Geez, sorry. 10 past. Tammy! Hey, there's some lady in the mirror looking at me. That's you, honey. You need to go get yourself back to your room now. My bad. I'll go back now. She must be really smashed. Or like a super lightweight or something. Okay, we good? TV off. How we doing? I think my back's going to start hurting again. Guess that medicine I had earlier wore off or something. Don't worry, I'll take care of that. As soon as I make sure that no demon rips you limb from limb. Oh, geez, this one's a twofer. You okay, Tammy? Gasp. It's noon already. That's midnight, darling. Oh, you get some rest, okay? Yeah, take a load off. Doesn't appear to be a TV in that room. So he needs some pain meds, too. I'm assuming that the nurse and doctor know what it is they're prescribing. Okay, yeah, she can kind of run, just it's not a very fast one. Here you go. It's time for some more pain meds, just in time. Back starting that up again. Whew. Okay, I think we're good. Then I'm gonna shut you guys up. So we answered the phone, we closed the windows, and we closed the doors. And the TVs are off. Something weird going on over here, is there? I can't talk to him across the desk. That's interesting. Doctor? Yeah? You're extremely talented to somehow manage this entire hospital by yourself. Thank you, sonny boy. How do you do it? What do you mean, how? Ain't nobody else gonna do it, so I got to. The only doctor this town has had for the last 46 years, sonny. At this point, they need me just as much as I need them. Amazing. Is this... Whoops. Is this all in the same town? Like, I'm just speculating here, but hear me out. Take a moment here while I'm not panicking. Suppose for a second that the man in the window, that the Beware the Shadow Catcher, and the Curse of J.P. Vermander all are happening in the same town. Like, this is some small Twin Peaks-styled place where anything can happen, monsters are lured here, weirdos come here, and humans and like sentient, walking, talking animals live in perfect harmony. Would that not make perfect sense? The time was 1 a.m. Windows have been closed, televisions have been turned off, and all the phones have been answered correctly, and then it arrived. So each hour, whoa, that dude is getting... I don't know if he's getting faster, or if that was just a really aggressive approach. Okay, so far so good. Like, I wonder how many mistakes you can make. Like, I assume if the door is open, the person inside is just, like, gone. But if I leave one window open, is that, like, do I lose someone for that? Or does something else happen? I'm not going to find out. I want to get the best ending again, but... Here's what's going to happen next. The demon will try to draw power from any lights that it can get access to, right? You'll know it's inside a room trying to siphon power, and the lights start flickering. When it happens, you enter the room, close the door, and shut your eyes for a few seconds. You're really going to need to use the space inside... I know that space is capitalized, but that makes more sense now. Really use the space inside your mind to focus some of this work. You'll know it's worked when the light stops flickering. Make sure you do it right, okay? If you don't, then... Tammy! You've really gotten far from your room this time. Hello. Man, this is the waiting area. Strange things are happening tonight. You should go back to your room, please. My bad. I'll go back now. It's okay. I want you safe. I'm going to close this door as a formality. Whoops. Whoops. Let's close the door on my face. On my own face. No. How you feeling? You on? Ah, you're tired? I understand. It is 1 in the morning. Does the bathroom have flickering lights? I mean, I'm doing the same basic routine, but I'm always on the lookout for something new now. You good? No. No TV past bedtime. Jasmine? What? Thanks for staying here with me. I'm sorry to put you through all this. I'm just glad you're okay. You can deal with everything else later on. Aw, you two are a good couple. Keep taking care of each other. Ah, got our first set of blinking lights. How long do I have to close my eyes? Oh, if you're kind of looking at the light, you kind of... Alright, wait, what am I doing? I hear a phone ringing. Excuse me, Tammy, I need to get this. You don't hear anything, so I have to say nothing. Since the presence on the end of the line is departed. You okay, Tammy? Yeah, I think my head's finally starting to clear. Stuff works wonders, I'm telling you. I had a tooth pulled and I didn't even feel a thing. That's great. Windows closed. Ha. No. None of that. Okay, I think in that case, 7, 5, and 1 are accounted for. I think we did everything. I closed Windows, I turned the TV off, I answered a phone. What do you think? What about you, Sonny Boy? There's a lot of other places you could have transferred to. I think I figured out why you went and picked this one. I thought this would be the best decision for my daughter and I in the long run. Nice, quiet town in the countryside sounded ideal for us. Of course, it wasn't as quiet as I thought it would be, but it's still nice. Well, Mr. Morton, if we make it out of this, I'm throwing you both a nice little welcome to town party. And that'd be just lovely, Doctor. Aw, they're becoming friends. I really like the way this guy characterizes the characters in his game. Time was 2 a.m. Windows closed. Television's turned off. None of the lights have been left flickering. All the phones have been answered correctly. And then it arrived. So, we're still on a so far so good basis. I'll say, like, not having to hide, like in Beware the Shadow Catcher, does make this a lot more fast-paced, but the timer changes it from something that you do at a relaxed pace, and yet you hide, to something that you have to do at kind of a furious pace. There's one final thing this demon is going to try. Ritualistic candles. It has the power to manifest them inside its area of influence. It's vital and very important. If you see one, you extinguish it. So let it keep burning, the demon will be able to draw power from it. It won't try anything new after it gets to this part, so you don't have to worry about any more new rules. Oh, and I almost forgot something. This part's super important, too. Whatever you do, make sure you don't... Oh. I'm going to assume that wasn't as important as it sounded. Oh! That's bad! You're okay, aren't you? I can't talk to her. I saw something out of the corner of my eye, and at first I thought it was like an IV stand, and then it's just... Casual demon encounter. Standing in the hallway like a cheater. You don't hear anything. Say nothing. So the presence has already departed. Okay, this room is secure. I guess with the power out, that means you can't make the lights flicker. Technically, you can't even turn TVs on. Close that. Yeah, everyone's asleep. Of course, then again, it is a monster, like a demon. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. Like, you might still be able to mess with stuff even without benefit of power. Nope. So there's a candle somewhere around here that I have to deal with, too. Whoop. Okay. That should be everything. I don't remember seeing flickering lights, but again, that might not... Ah. And here, I was about to rule that out. Hey! Alright, apparently I didn't do that long enough. Okay, so it's like 3 or 4 seconds. Maybe 5. Is this bathroom good? Everyone's doors are shut. I'll take a quick pass real quick. Okay. Alright. Really want to do the best I can. Okay, I'm back where I belong. How you doing? Nothing. There's a very tense silence. Is the waiting room good? Okay, good. Nothing weird in there. Alright, 15 minutes to spare. Or like 10 minutes, really. 3 a.m. All windows have been closed. All the televisions have been turned off. None of the lights have been left flickering. All the phones have been answered correctly. All the candles have been extinguished. And then it arrived. So it's not getting any stronger, which is good. But that... casually peeking around the corner at me. I'm going to have to pause the footage to get a look at that thing. Didn't care for that one bit, I'll tell you what. Yeah, you get out of here. Don't come back. That close encounter was enough for me. Well, I guess we're not getting any more updates. Okay, how we doing? Close that for sure. He opened a lot of windows. Listen closely, hear a faint whispering. You are not welcome here. Please. Bathroom's good. Man, he went after like every window. Close the door. Yeah, like every window's open. Jeez. Ugh, jeez. Tammy, you're welcome. I do a lot for you. You don't even know. Okay, we got the window and the flickering lights in this room. Okay, that's pretty good. And there should be a candle. Ah! Same place this time. I wonder if that's random. Anyway, I think I've covered everything. So we had the TV, we had the lights, we had candle and all that good stuff. Any words of wisdom for me, Doc? Nope. Me neither. Seems like I did that too quickly, but I'm gonna trust my gut on this one. 4 a.m. All windows closed. All television turned off. None of the lights not flickering. All the phones been answered. All the candles been extinguished, and it arrived. Depending on the season and where we are in the world, sunrise could be as early as like 5, but as late as like 8. I mean, if we were in Alaska, this would be even worse. But I get the sense that the game's not going to keep me doing this in perpetuity. Okay. I don't know, I keep feeling like something's going to happen over there. Like, they wouldn't just put that room there and not do anything with it. But if it is randomized, that might mean nothing. Okay, she's sleeping. I was about to say, this is... You can't just have nothing. There's got to be something. That's rude. You're calling the phone right next to the sleeping dog. Shallow breathing. Let's recite the mantra. And... okay, they're safe. Oh, the candle's literally at the end of the hallway. Excuse me a minute, Tammy. Yeah, like 4 or 5 seconds is apparently how long you need. My nose is in the way. Oh. Oh dear. Is he gonna get me? Like, did I mess up? Oh no, he's just messing with me. Excellent. He's really aggressive now. He's not in here. Okay, no. I guess it is what it is. I've done my sweep. I've checked for everything, and I'm pretty sure I've hit everything. I'm getting a little less confident. Time is 5. All the windows have been closed. All the televisions have turned off. None of the lights have been left flickering. All the phones had their answer correctly. All the candles have been extinguished. The sun began to rise upon our little town, and the demon could not stay in this world much longer. However, in direct violation of the Vermander Pact, no blood had been spilled that night. The most important part of the pact had not been fulfilled, which meant the agreement was now null and void. Oh, interesting. After generations of being enslaved to the Vermander family, the demon was finally free. And though it did not have much time left, it knew exactly how it wished to spend its final moments. Is it going to come after me again? It was really aggressive those last 2 hours. That's not the hospital. Oh, this just got way more interesting. Hannah, what in the world are you doing back here this early? Hannah? Oh, it's you. Don't you have some work to be doing? What do you want? Why are you looking at me like that? Don't you go forgetting that you work for me, mister. Command you to get out of here. Why don't you listen to me, you stupid... Yeah, insult him. That's really going to make things better for you. The angry howls of the demon echoed throughout the town that morning, and the estate fell deathly quiet. As it turned out, Hannah hadn't left the Vermander estate that previous night. She had been far too tired to return home after feeding instructions to the phone all night. Instead, she fell asleep in one of the manor's empty rooms. She was awakened by the awful noises emitting from upstairs. Hannah climbed the stairs and quickly made her way over to the office. Inside, there lay J.P. Vermander, beaten, unmoving, and absolutely mangled. But against all odds, still alive. Hannah had a choice to make. A large part of her wanted to simply leave him there, to give him the same disrespect and disregard he showed others. She turned to leave, but deep down she knew that wasn't the right thing to do. As bad as he was, she would not stoop to his level. Instead, she called for help. Aw, good on you, Hannah. In an ironic turn of events, J.P. Vermander's life was saved at the very same hospital he had tried to rid himself of. Despite their rightful and justified anger at the man, Dr. Ida and Nurse Morton treated him no different than any other patient. He was soon on the road to a full recovery. During his stay at the hospital, he was given a room near the front. Day after day, he watched the patients as they came and went. He watched as the hospital's only doctor and sole nurse did their best to help every person that arrived. And as he watched, he realized something. Those confusing numbers in that little piece of paper actually meant something. Those numbers represented actual people, people with lives and emotions, people that just wanted to get the help they deserved. It took a near-death experience at the hands of an angry demon and an intensive stay in the hospital. But J.P. finally felt something that no Vermander had felt for a very long time. Remorse. And he vowed he would do everything in his power to try and make amends. However, due to the pact being broken, most of the wealth and power it granted was soon lost to crippling debt. With no other options, J.P. sold off his estate and assets to pay his dues. And the last remaining bit of his fortune was donated to the hospital. A sign of goodwill, Dr. Ida let him stay in one of their vacant rooms until he could get back on his feet. He is currently working as a food delivery driver to make ends meet, as he wasn't qualified for anything else. Though he does miss his money and his old lifestyle, in the end, he's just thankful to still be alive. That's good, though. That's actually really wholesome. Morton settled into his new job as a nurse just fine. Despite the rough first night, he grew to love the strange new town and its people. In the end, he knew that the decision to move here was the best one for both him and his daughter. Ida is still the best and only doctor in town. She plans to use the donation money to renovate the hospital so they can provide the best care possible for years and years ahead. And now that they had an actual budget, she decided to hire on an accountant. Hannah happily accepted the position, as her old job was no longer available. She's glad to finally have a boss that appreciates her hard work. And though it took a while, she did eventually forgive Vermander for all his misdeeds. The hospital had a bright future ahead of it, and everyone was on good terms. And that's all that mattered. Nice little smirk there, Hannah. And that was the Vermander Curse. I'm assuming there's other stars for getting the other endings, but like I said, my ambition was to get the best ending, which I don't know, that seemed like a story worth telling, and thus I believe that probably is to be the canon ending. This was really good. Especially those last couple hours really had me on pins and needles, because little things like I went across the hallway and I see something out of the corner of my eye that I thought was an IV drip stand or something. And I turn around, no, it's literally the demon just poking his head out to say hi. This is good. And not only is it kind of it has something of an Aesop or a moral tied to it, but it's just a really well-curated game. It introduced mechanics one at a time in a format that made sense, and allowed the player to adjust with each progressive night. And towards the end, I had actually forgotten specifically what it was I was hunting for. I was kind of operating on instinct and muscle memory. But that's the thing, that not knowing what it is you're going to encounter just gives you that sense of dread, because you're like, Oh gosh, what's going to happen if I mess up? This was really, really, really good stuff. I'm not sure which one I would say is my favorite. I liked them all. And this one is really good. I hope this Zed technician keeps making these games, and if they're, I don't know if they're set in the same universe or not. That's my idle fan speculation. But quote unquote set in this universe with that kind of style, and turning the puzzle into kind of this horror themed experience that focuses more on the character interaction, that very I noticed there was a thing throughout the stories, because in each of these games we weren't just trying to save ourselves, which I thought was really interesting. We were trying to save other people. In The Man from the Window, we were saving Junior, in addition to ourselves, obviously. And then, in Where the Shadow Catcher, we were trying to protect not just Maud and Sam, but also the Shadow family. And we, like, at the end, the Shadow Catcher, joins them and becomes a nice guy. And in this one, when you have literal, actual demons running around, there's kind of this redemptive story arc where the rich billionaire, jerk who doesn't care about people learns firsthand just what it was, the error of his ways, and he gets another chance, which I think is really cool. I think that's a really elegant kind of punctuation mark to leave on the story, because he's the one who sent the demon on us, but ultimately he's the one who got the comeuppance because the violation of the pact, because it mandated that blood had to be spilled, and we didn't allow that to happen. This was really, really good, and I'm super on board. I want to see what this game dev does next. I want to see what Zeg Technician puts out as the fourth game in this saga. I don't know if it's the same universe. Put your fan theories down in the comments. I'd love to hear them. And this is the Hipster Snek, signing off for now.